Hi guys, it's Tuesday and tonight I'm gonna tell you about the Maersk Alabama while doing my makeup with all the Dyxy products. Well, let's go! In case you guys don't know, I was also on a similar size vessel on Maersk Atlantic. They were having a similar run at the Red Sea. Basically, our run was like Hodeida, Aden, Jeddah, Djibouti, and then they went up into the Thailand Strait and they come down. The only nice place that we went was like in India, like Salalah. So that was one of the nice spots. By the way, this is Dyxy Essence Toner. Okay, so like just for sharing, 2008 somewhere November, October, yeah, that was before I signed off from the ship in 2008 on Maersk was encountered like a pirates tried to board the vessel. Not really like trying to board, but they were planning to board. Like I remember, like I was doing my watch 8 to 12, and then small boats suddenly try to like come towards the vessel, raise the alarm, and then we have some stupid people still wants to go on deck and check the reefers. I'm not mentioning your name. So on that ship we have some people who like to instill fear to the crew and all that. I don't know what's his agenda, but I tell you that, guys. Yeah, in case you're watching this, yes, I'm referring to you. Anyway, okay, for my case, we are safe. Like nobody was hurt. We channeled safely through that piracy area. Okay, I'm just putting some Dyxy lipstick. They said that you can use as a color corrector. You can, I don't know, it's like feels kind of dry, but just let me try. So this story of the incident was reported by the Captain Richard Phillips, which I believe you guys, most of you guys have watched the Captain Phillips. Is it Tom Hanks? Yeah, I think it's Tom Hanks. The day before they had the attack, which is quite a common practice for all the ships, we always had this piracy drills, boat drills, fire drill and all that, just in case all this happen. Because let's say there's a fire on board, you cannot call a fireman. When there's somebody sick, you cannot call the doctor. So like you always be prepared. So for that, you always have a drill on board. So one of the drill that was carried out on board the day before was piracy attack. A little bit of sharing of the record is like there's always a dubious code where it will be agreed upon all the crew members. So once you hear the dubious code on the radio, because you might not want to alert the terrorists or the pirates, anybody hear this code on the walkie-talkie or VHF, you're supposed to go to a so-called hidden log room. Okay, so and every ship have their own code. They have to come out and agreed upon with everybody on board. 7th of April 2009. Okay, thank God I already out of that place. As the Alabama was traveling down the east coast of Africa towards Mombasa, a small boat was spotted following the Maersk Alabama. So it was about 6 to 7 nautical miles off the stern. So somehow it disappeared after, say, 20 minutes after that chase. So they thought, okay, they are safe, right? Are they? One of the crew members, right, noticed there's another boat speeding towards the Maersk Alabama. And he told that to the captain. And guess what the captain do? He just laughed it off and walk away, saying it could be just a fishing boat. You can't really blame him because like really in the area there's a lot of fishing boats. So like it's a poor village around the area, so most of them are poor and they rely on fishes. Can't really blame on the captain about that. Okay, so after a few hours the pirates were holding the ship crew. Oh great. Some of them are still angry with him because they believe that because of the Captain Phillips, that's the reason why they were actually got in that kind of situation. So like they feel that the Captain Phillips actually risked lives when he ignored the multiple warnings of pirate attacks in nearby waters. Every now and then you will get all these messages. These warnings, they will tell you which area is just being attacked, which area to avoid, you know, that kind of thing. Captain Phillips actually ignored multiple warnings of piracy attacks in nearby waters. Instead of taking the safer route, he chose to sail the Maersk Alabama into the pirate-infested areas, which is nearer to the coastline of the Kenya. So Captain Phillips claimed that he was not scared of pirates and ignored the pleas from the crew to avoid the area. And this guy actually just joined like 8 days. Okay, he actually just joined the vessel and he just took over from another captain. This Dyxy 4 colors eyeshadow palette, limited edition by Dyxy. The rest of the crew member actually hide in the steering room. It was a freaking hot dark room, and imagine without any food and drink. And they hide there in the instruction of the first mate, which believed that the thick steel door would actually provide better protection against the pirates' machine guns. They didn't have a safe room on the ship because the crew claimed that the Captain Phillips repeatedly told them they don't need one. The crew weren't allowed to have any weapons that time because of common safety regulation among the merchant vessels that time. Even now, actually found one of the pirates there, so he tried to start with the knife that he have, and then the 2 other crew members helped to tie him up and carry him into the steering room as a hostage. So, like, try to exchange with the captain for it. They released that pirate, but the other pirates didn't release the captain. Instead, the 4 pirates left the Maersk Alabama with Captain Phillips in the lifeboat. Well, now Captain Phillips, you're on your own. So I'm not gonna talk about the pirate. That I think you guys must have watched it in the Captain Phillips. Okay, so all the heroic, just leave it on the movie. Okay, so let me tell you something about this piracy attack itself. Okay, like what is aftermath? According to them, that's not what actually happened on board. Like this captain is not really the hero. He's the one that caused the ship to get pirates boarded. Under the Maersk contract, Maersk Lines Limited had to deliver humanitarian aid and cargo to Kenya. However, according to the ship crew, the Maersk did not tell the crew they would be traveling in the pirate-infested areas. Really? Come on, guys. Seriously? That's so disappointing. From what I remember, in 2007 itself, we had a lot of piracy attacks there. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to quit sailing also. Because of this, right, Maersk had a lot of cases going. They have to go up and down the court. They have this settlement between the ship crew. Like, of course, they were angry after so much they did. And then, no, like, Captain Phillips is the one getting the fame. Okay, I will just take a clean brush and swipe it like to soften the harsh lines. This hijacking is a wake-up call for the international shipping industry. It was first Alva Maersk in 1998 to 2004. I think when it was under Alva Maersk, it was actually under the Danish flag. So when it was Maersk Alabama, it was under the US flag. It was between 2004 to 2015. After that, they changed to Maersk Andaman. That time they were trading in the Southeast Asia. I remember they come to Singapore every other week. So they were Maersk Andaman for a year before they finally changed to Tigra 2016 onwards. Okay, so do you really think that was the one and unfortunate incident on Maersk Alabama? Let me tell you, it's not. Okay, so after the April 2009, when they had this Maersk Alabama attack, that was the very popular that they make it into a movie in Captain Phillips. They also had another attack in the same year in November 2009. She was actually fired by 4 pirates using the automated machines or weapons, whatever you call it, and that was traveling on the same skiff. I mean, same kind of skiff. The assault failed because they had the guards on the ship, they responded with fire. They shoot back. So this time, no pirates came on board. September 2010, the vessel was targeted again by the Somalia pirates wielding the AK-47s. The security force on the Maersk Alabama repelled the skiff. In March 2011, another attempt was done, targeted by the Somali pirates again. This time, a security force on Alabama fired warning shots and turned the suspects away. In May 2011, 2 months after the incident, these pirates never learned the lesson. You know what they did? While transiting westbound in the international recognized corridor, this time, okay, by the way, that time, right, the shipping industry had come up with this corridor where they're going to go in a convoy. Like, there will be like few navy vessels, like they will be guarding that area, that passage. So and so they're going together. They was approached by a skiff of 5 pirates, quickly closed into 30 meters. Whoa, that's fast. And preparing to board a vessel via a hook ladder. Sorry, I'm under quarantine, remember? Okay, security team fired 2 shots onto the skiff. The skiff quickly broke off and radar contact was lost after 10 minutes. So February 2014, okay, this time it's not the pirates. So the 2 former SEALs working as a security contractors on board the Maersk Alabama for the security of the vessel was found dead. Okay, they were suspected of having the heart attack, and there were presence of shrinks and traces of heroin in the cabin, which led to just a suspicion of drug use. So what's the aftermath? Okay, the trial. I do remember, if you watch the movie, one of the pirates actually survived, by the name of the Abdul Wali Musa, was held in US for stand trial. The Musa lawyer actually asked him to be tried as a juvenile, but the court ruled that Musa was not a juvenile or be tried as an adult. He pleaded guilty to hijacking, kidnapping, hostage taking charges in lieu of piracy charges. He received a prison sentence of 33 years and 9 months. Tell you what, it's a good deal for him. If you see the movie, the reason that why he went out as a pirate was because they were poor. So the lifeboat had been on loan to the National Geographic for the Real Pirates exhibition at the Nautical Marine Museum in Norfolk, Virginia. There's one thing that I don't agree with this movie. Okay, I tell you what is it. When they take over, when the master take over the ship, right, when they leave the port, there's such thing called the pilot. Okay, the pilot. And in the movie, if you watch, it'll make look like the captain was the one who left the ship on his own. Hello, how can you leave the port without the pilot? Where's the pilot in that movie? Okay, so like, I don't know why Maersk Alabama was so popular. Like, there's so many other ships that got hijacked. Probably it was the first American vessel that got hijacked after so long time. So like, if you watch Pascal, it's a Malay movie. It's a Malaysian movie actually. I don't care about how handsome that Hazrin was inside the movie, but that's not the point. In the movie also they showed that how they actually rescued the vessel by the name of Bunga Lauren. Panagia. Ooh, Panagia is a bug carrier. I've piloted that vessel before. It's carrying coal and mostly Ukrainian crew, if not mistaken. It was attacked in 2005 on the 18th of October, and it was released almost a month later on the 25th of November in the same year, after they paid the ransom of $700,000. And I guess there's more coming up. Like, the piracy never really stopped and it keeps on going. So it's like, that's the life of the seafarer. That's how is it. Apart from away from the family, they have to, you know, like all this attack, and the worst part, COVID-19 comes into place. It's so hard for them to sign off. It's mentally exhausting for the seafarers nowadays. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying out because this is all I have. Oh, by the way, guys, you know I'm on quarantine, right? So yeah, I got the tag. Basically, it's like tagging me to check my location. Yeah, so whatever. I'm staying here for free anyway, paid by the government. Who am I to complain? So I'm gonna use the Dyxy mascara. This is one of my favorite mascara so far. So guys, that's my story of Maersk Alabama piracy attacks and the history of these vessels while doing my makeup with Dyxy. Okay, except for the eyeliner and the eyebrow, which Dyxy doesn't have yet. Okay, apart from that, I would like to tell that Dyxy also have an all-purpose sanitizer. There are people suffering out there at sea just to bring your items right to your phone, in terms of your groceries, your shopping stuff, your handbags. Where do you think they come from? Okay, especially from Singapore, do you know that we don't produce such stuff, and they are actually brought in by the seafarers. So be kind to them and stop accusing them that they are the one who bring COVID-19. It's so unfair to them. All I want to tell you guys, stay away from trouble, be healthy, and most importantly, stay safe. Till next time, bye.